Today, kindergarten, we are going to take a look at insects and some backyard bugs. And we are going to take a look at what makes a bug an insect. And we're also going to take a look at a few other little creatures that I came across today when it's raining outside. And we're going to see if they fit into the category of being an insect. Insects have 3 body parts: a head, a thorax, and an abdomen. They have 2 antennae. Some insects even have wings. They also have legs. They have 6 of them. Can you spot an insect in this picture? Let's have a closer look. There it is. What kind of insect do you think that is? You got it. It's a bee. Bees have 6 legs, 3 body parts, and 4 wings. Those wings are super fast. They move back and forth so fast that you can even hear them buzzing. Let's have a listen. These bees could be honeybees. Look at how they're collecting the pollen. Bees love to live in groups. Let's have a look to see how they collect that pollen. They also love to drink nectar. And while they're doing that, the bees' legs are brushing up against the flower and the pollen, and they start to collect it. Can you see how it's building up? When they have enough pollen that they can carry, they can fly back to their hive so that they can feed their baby bees and produce honey. So if you see a bee, try not to be afraid of it. But make sure to leave it alone and give her lots of room so she can do all that busy work that she needs to do. They always are busy, those busy bees. Bees weren't the only insect that I found in that tree. Let's see what else I found in the tree and also in my backyard. Work. It's hard to see with the shadow. You can see that I've hit an ant nest. There's tons of little ants just working away. You see them moving down there? I wonder how deep it goes. They build quite the tunnels, those ants. Wait a minute. Something doesn't look right. That centipede and that earthworm, they don't have 3 body parts. Or 6 legs. Or, wait a minute, rewind. These centipedes are really cool hunters. They've been around since before the dinosaurs. They have tons of legs so that they can move really fast. How many legs do you think they might have? Some people think that they have close to 100. But it's truly around 30. I've never counted though. They love being in the dark, so they use their antenna to feel around. They are not considered insects as they don't have 6 legs and they don't have 3 body parts. Now what about those worms? Are they insects? What do you think? It's a rainy day. Let's go outside and see what we can find. Do you hear that? Listen. What does it sound like to you? Yep, you guessed it. That was the sound of rain. It's been raining all morning, like a lot. Lots of drops have been falling on my windows, and I thought maybe I'd go and get my umbrella and venture outside to see what we could see. I know we've been studying butterflies and insects, and I wonder if bugs come out in the rain. I wonder what kind of adventures we could go on when it's raining out. You ready to join me? Let's go. Let's take a look at the sidewalk. You can see here that some of the sidewalk is dry, and this side is wet. I wonder if we keep walking, if we might find some little critters or hear different sounds that we might not hear when it's not raining. Let's have a listen. Can you hear that? I hear birds. Obviously, they still come out in the rain. Let's have a look at Mrs. Chin's driveway and see if we notice anything else that could be different. Wait a minute. What is that? Wow. What do you think that is? If you guessed an earthworm, you got it. I wonder where he's off to. Look at how he's moving. How do they move without having any legs? Have really smooth skin and a really muscular body. Those segments look like rings on their body. They also have tiny hairs that help them move. So tiny that you can barely even see them. And that's what they use to squeeze and stretch themselves as they move across the sidewalk. Have you ever wondered what an earthworm felt like if you were to pick it up? I'm going to be super gentle, and I'm going to try picking up one. Wow. Feels a little bit super slippery. He definitely wants to try and move. I wonder what he thinks about crawling on my hand. You can really see him move now. Look how he stretches his body out and then moves it back. I bet he's looking for either the sidewalk or wishing that he was back in the dirt. Maybe I should put him closer to the grass and see what he does. I love how he stretches out his body and then moves it back together, stretches it out and moves it back together. They really are super cool creatures. I wonder if that's why I hear so many birds outside. Maybe the birds love it when it rains. Why do you think the birds would love it if it was raining? He's almost off my finger. And there he goes. Oh, there goes my umbrella. Look how much he can stretch out his body. If I put my hand up to it, it's almost as long as my hand. Oh, there he goes. Wow, I had no idea that worms were that cool. Next time you're out and about and you see an earthworm, you can think of some of the things that you learned. It's starting to get a little windy out here now. Woo, and chilly. I think I'm going to head back inside. Talk to you soon. All right, kindergarten, now it's your turn to take out a piece of paper. And I want you to draw a picture of an insect. Maybe you choose an ant like the one here. And I want you to make sure that you have the 3 body parts labeled: the head, the thorax, and the abdomen. Make sure that your insect has 6 legs, 2 antennae, and you can add in eyes or even wings if you want, because some insects have wings. We're excited to see the drawings that you make. Well, I hope that you had a great time today learning what makes an insect, and also taking a look at some of the creatures that we found in our backyard. I can't wait to see your insect drawing with all the parts labeled, and the next activity where you get to make your own bug craft. Have fun!